We have the truth about unicorns.
If you guys like the truth about fairies, you might like this one too.
Let's see. Turn the page. I got this from the library on my mission the other day. Are unicorns real? Unicorns have shown up in stories for thousands of years, but has anyone ever seen one of these magical animals? Of course not. Unicorns aren't real. These books stink. Let's write to this publisher. What do unicorns look like? The unicorn from European stories looks like a horse with a beard. Its coat is pearly white. The unicorn's long horn glows with light. The animal has blue eyes and a flowing mane. Its tail looks like a lion's tail. Ella. The Chinese unicorn, or qilin, has a deer's body. It has the head of a lion. Its horn is curved. Sometimes the animal has 2 or 3 horns. Its body is covered in scales. The scales can be red, yellow, blue, white, or black. The qilin's back is covered with symbols. Chinese symbols.
Oh, here's a unicorn fact.
At Leonard.
A unicorn with 3 horns is called a tricorn.
And what is a winged unicorn called?
A pegasus.
No.
Yeah, winged unicorn.
A winged unicorn is an alicorn.
Oh, yeah.
A winged horse is a pegasus. Look how smart I am about it. Anyway, unicorns, homes, and behavior. Stories show unicorns living in forests. A pond or a stream is often nearby. In tales, unicorns are signs of purity. They are powerful and noble. Stories also tell us unicorns are shy animals, but they will go near kind people. Unicorns are also quick and smart. They run away from hunters who might harm them. Throughout history, people have found unicorn horns. But from what creatures did these horns really come? Sometimes the unicorn horns were actually the long twisted teeth from whales called narwhals. When a narwhal dies, its long tooth might wash up on a beach. People have called the teeth unicorn horns. Long ago, doctors thought unicorn horns healed the sick. They thought if you drank water from one, you could have a long life. Some people thought the horns would protect against poisons. For these reasons, people searched for unicorns and their horns. No one knows exactly when the legend of the unicorn began. One story started in India. People wrote about a strange unicorn. It had feet like an elephant and was the size of a horse. It had the tail of a goat and one bumpy black horn. But the animal wasn't a unicorn, it was a rhinoceros. Another legend began in Tibet. The animal in the story is really an antelope. It has 2 straight horns. While seen from one side, the 2 horns appear to be one. From far away, the antelope looks like a unicorn.
But they might not be unicorns, but they are really pretty.
A folk tale from Europe tells the story of hunters who want a unicorn's magical horn. The hunters set a trap. They leave a beautiful young woman sitting in the forest. The unicorn is drawn to the woman's scent. The animal goes for her. The hunters catch the unicorn. The girl is sad until she sees something in the trees. The unicorn has escaped. The unicorn tapestries, it says. A similar unicorn story is told with pictures, not words. The pictures are woven into cloths called unicorn tapestries. We showed you that in one of our chapter books earlier. The tapestries were made in Europe more than 500 years ago. In this picture story, hunters with dogs chase a unicorn. A woman tricks the unicorn to come to her. The hunters spear the unicorn, but the unicorn comes back to life.
And that's a very beautiful.
They'll mention it again. In Chinese myth, the emperor of China wants to do something important for his people. He sits by a river to think. In the river, he sees a qilin. He sees colorful shapes on its back. When the qilin leaves, the emperor traces the shapes he saw into the dirt. Suddenly, the emperor knows these shapes could stand for words. The qilin has given him the start of the Chinese written language. Unicorns today. The legend of the unicorn is alive and well today. People still claim to see real unicorns. In 2008, a deer with a single horn in the middle of its forehead was found in Italy. Perhaps some old unicorn stories were based on this rare kind of deer.
Oh, that's a beautiful deer. I wish I could see one.
In books and art today, unicorns are shown in bright colors such as blue, green, and pink. Some of today's unicorns also have wings.
You know, maybe some of the unicorn horns found were also from that type of deer.
People still love to read stories about unicorns. One popular story is The Last Unicorn by Peter S. Beagle. This story tells of an old unicorn that told there were no more unicorns. That is told there are no more unicorns in the world. A unicorn, a magician, and a young woman work together to find the other unicorns. A scary creature called the Red Bull is holding the unicorns in its hideout. To set the unicorns free, the three friends drive the Red Bull into the sea. In Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone by J.K. Rowling, Harry and another boy find unicorn blood in the forest. Later, they spy a dark figure drinking the blood of another unicorn. Harry soon learns the evil figure was drinking the unicorn's blood to stay alive. Can you find the unicorn? In books, movies, and art, unicorns are beautiful, brave, and smart. Although the unicorns are make-believe, it's fun to think we may be able to see one hiding in a dark forest. It says, legend has it. One Chinese myth suggests that unicorns helped create the world. Then the unicorn became the keeper of the forests. Long ago, if a carving of a unicorn head was hung above a door, it was a sign that a doctor worked there. English knights wear a special symbol called a coat of arms that sometimes features unicorns. The unicorn tapestries are still around today. They are on display at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City. I've been there. We should go there sometime.
We have?
I've been there. We should take a field trip.
We can take a field trip when things get better. Can I ask a question about Pegasus?
Me a question?
Yes. Well, if there's any experts.
Oh, okay.
I'm an expert.
Okay, so a bunch of horses is called a herd, but a bunch of birds is called a flock. So what do you call a bunch of Pegasuses? Are they a flock or a herd?
These are the serious questions. Let's consult the internet.